Now it's turning into this horrible fucking soup, chemical soup. Now they're working on this side over here. You know, I almost starting to believe in aliens, because who else could be so fucking evil to do something like this to its people? I mean, just look at this. It's like something out of a science fiction fucking movie. And nobody has a clue. I mean, that's what's really spooky. God. Life is quite different in Brooklyn than it is on Long Island. At least this part of Brooklyn. It's all black. Lots of horns honking everywhere. Look at that big rainbow. A chem rainbow. Clear across the sky. Look at that shit. These fuckers don't care about Brooklyn. They don't even try to hide it here. Just clear across the sky. Look at that shit. Unbelievable. Now these are real chem clouds. These clouds just formed after they sprayed. These things that look like clouds are popping up after they've been spraying all morning. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. They've been spraying since I got here, and that was 7 o'clock this morning. And the sky was full of nothing but chemtrails. And then mysteriously, all of a sudden, they turn into these cloud-looking things, which are not clouds. I don't know what the fuck they are. They look kind of like clouds, but they're not clouds because they weren't there just 5 minutes ago. These are all chem clouds. That's the only way to... In fact, you can see the chemtrails trailing out of them. They turn into these little mushroom-like things popping up. This is how they disguise this shit so good. This is why people just don't realize what the fuck they're doing. See, all this is chem shit. All of it. Everything around here is all chemically made. Every cloud in the sky here is all chemically made. This morning, I was just filming, and it was just nothing but chemtrails everywhere. And then I go have a bagel, and I come out, and the chemtrails, we can still see, you know, see faint images of them. You can still see them coming out of the chem shit, but they've turned into these cloud-looking things. That's how they get away with their shit. They can turn their chem shit into clouds. I mean, I've never noticed it this much. I mean, they were spraying incredibly all morning. And I go in and I have a bagel. So I got to go back to work here in a little while. I'm doing some work for Department of Transportation. We're doing traffic counts on the corners here in Brooklyn. And of course, I'm being poisoned since I'm working outdoors. Maybe they feel that they can kill 20 birds with the same stone. Poison me even more while they're poisoning the rest of Brooklyn. They obviously love I just put a new photograph on my Facebook page and it just showed. It looked just like what I've been filming all morning. Chemtrails and fucking jets and fucking insanity going on. This one guy told me that photograph, he was going to like it on Facebook. He says, but it looks more like hell on earth. And I said that's a pretty good explanation of what these people are doing to us. But yeah, they've turned into these puffy little chem clouds. Wow, I've never noticed. I've never seen the transformation right in front of my eyes like now. Because I mean, the sky was a nice blue sky when I got into Brooklyn. I mean, they were spraying already. You could see it off in the distance, pretty heavy. Then they started crisscrossing the sky big time. And look, all these little puffy clouds, these chem clouds, have formed. They weren't there before. They weren't there 5 minutes ago. I walked in and I had a bagel. I come out 10 minutes later and I've got clouds instead of chemtrails. That's how they get away with this shit, man. They can turn their chem poison into clouds. Yeah, you can see they're spraying back here. You can see behind the cloud they're still spraying. But the shit, see it, there's one going up right there. And this shit turns into a cloud. I mean, look, you can just see the shit. But somehow they're turning them into clouds, chem clouds. That's what all these are chem clouds. They're all artificially made. They weren't there 5 minutes ago 10 minutes ago. The only thing that was there was this shit right here. This chemtrail shit. You can see it everywhere. And somehow they're turning them into clouds. That's how they can get away with it. There goes one right there, right overhead. They've turned all of Brooklyn into one chemical poison soup bowl. Everywhere you look, they're poison. They've turned them into clouds, chem clouds, chem shit. None of that was there 10 minutes ago. Just the chem shit that's going overhead now. And none of these robot people have a clue what's going on. That's what's really scary. You know what I think they're doing? Is they lay a base of this chemtrail shit. And then they come over and they fly over with some other type of chemical that turns them into these clouds. That turns them into these nice little puffy looking clouds that are full of nothing but chemical poison. Because we just had a guy fly over. I think that's exactly what they're doing. They lay a base of chemical poison, then they come over with some other chemical that turns them into these nice little harmless looking clouds full of poison. That's what they're doing. Because it almost happened instantly. Well, now we got this soupy looking shit. I mean, this is the transformation. This is what happens with the skies. Here in Brooklyn, they've been spraying all morning. It turned into some sort of like chem clouds, and now it's just turned into this soupy, shitty looking thing. I don't know what they're doing. It's just like some kind of transformation. You just watch it transform from one thing to another. And it all looks sick, no matter what it is. It all looks sick. Just like these bastards doing this shit. And you look at the people in the city, they don't. A lot of them don't look too well. I mean, you got to breathe the shit, the carbon monoxide in the city as it is, the pollution. Then you add this crap on top of it. Looks like Hope left town here. Hope packed up and split. I handed out all my chemtrail whistleblower things that I print out. And I just saw there's an assemblywoman. I passed an assemblywoman's office here, so I went back to the library and I printed one off. Can't turn that up. Time I get a chance to wake one of these bastards up. I went in there, I says, you know, they've been spraying chemtrails on me. Chem what? Chem what? What's a chemtrail? These are fucking representatives. We'll be fucking dead and poisoned by the time these fuckers help Jack. I hate walking. I just even hate walking into any of their offices. They're nothing but bullshit, dude. Nothing. Fuckheads. These assembly people and Congress people just give you a load of bullshit. Yeah, now this guy just there isn't even any blue left. It's just all turned into one pukey looking chemical shit. Which is what it usually looks like anymore. It was funny, I was taking the bus this morning from the train, and it was all black people. I was the only white guy on the bus, and so I was talking to this gal on the bus, this black gal, and I was asked, I said, "What do you think of Barack Obama?" And she just gave me this dirty look, like she says, I don't even talk about him." And I just laughed. I says, "I don't blame you." And I says, if they were going to have if he was going to have his debate anywhere, this is where he should have had it, in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is about 80-90% black. And you can see, this is the nice part of Brooklyn here. You get into some of the other areas of Brooklyn and it is pretty rough. This is a lot of Jewish people here live in this up down towards Sheepshead Bay and Coney Island. So it's a little bit more intermixed here, but you get into the heart of Brooklyn near Flatbush. It is 90% black people. You see what inner city's all about. But yeah, you would think this is where he would have had his debate. He was really here for the people, the black folk. He's an Uncle Tom. Poisoning. He's poisoning the people. That's his hope. Chemtrail and poison them and mind control them to death. Yeah, I'll give you some hope. Yeah, this little market, and it's all Russian food. That's what I love about New York. It's got everything in the world you can imagine. I tell you, you'll never starve to death in New York, that's for sure. It just reminds me so much of Europe. It's you don't even have to go to. You don't have to go to Russia. You just go to New York. Go into neighborhoods, and it looks just about like what the kind of people that you see on TV. God, you see all these different things. Wow. Can't read it. Don't know what it is, but it's different. Yeah, I went from a nice blue day to this shit. Totally overcast. Poisoning us. What the fuck are these people doing? Just go about their business. Don't care. Yeah, watching this chem transformation, it's like 3 stages that I saw it go through. From the blue sky we had this morning when I got here, to the chemtrail bombardment that was going on all morning, to the puffy little chem clouds that started popping up. I walk into a bagel place and I walk out and I got chem clouds, little puffy chem clouds everywhere. And I come back and I go for a little walk. This is a Russian community, but there's all kinds of people here. That's what makes it so interesting. That's what city life is. But what these people are doing to us in our cities, I think all of New York is getting bombed, and then it transformed to the little chem clouds, little puffy chem clouds that started popping up, to this soupy, overcast shit. And for all we know, they could still be spraying up there behind the clouds. Who knows what they're doing behind the clouds? Maybe the aliens are coming in. They're hiding aliens. Well, we know they're using it for mind control. We know that much. We know they're using it for surveillance. We know that much. We know they're using it for HAARP. We know that much. We know they're using it for directed energy weapons. What other purposes? God only knows. Their satanic aliens only know what is going on in our skies anymore. It's insanity. And I went back to my congressman, to the congressman Weisenstein, or whatever the hell her name is. She must have had like 100 plaques on her wall, all their bullshit awards, but she doesn't know about chemtrails, the shit that's going on top of her people. So I gave them some information.